What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some breaking news to share with you. From some recent data that we just received on Wednesday, the economy is starting to bounce back again. The July inflation numbers were released, and they were better than expected. That's some good news. We also have information regarding how Americans might start having lower energy bills and healthcare costs. And we have another offer on the table to provide $6,500 in stimulus checks or stimulus payments, whichever you prefer. Now, I want to keep this video short, guys, so be sure that you take the time to hit the like button for us. It really helps out this video and this channel. And also, guys, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So if you could help a brother out, if you could, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now, and let's jump into the video. Well, guys, the CPI numbers came out yesterday, and they were better than expected. According to this, the U.S. economy ended up adding around 528,000 jobs in the month of July, blowing past their expectations. Now, economists expected job growth to slow in the month of July as the Fed continues to raise interest rates. And what do you know, guys? They ended up surprising us. Now, it does say that the new figures or CPI numbers actually suggest that inflation may be at a turning point. So this is good because the Fed wouldn't have to make any more increases in the interest rates trying to bring down the inflation, because it looks like these numbers are getting better. Now, if we have another second consecutive month of good CPI numbers, that could turn away the Fed altogether, which means we wouldn't be faced towards another recession. But we won't know until we get those numbers for the data for the month of August, which we are just now beginning. So anyways, guys, that is some good news on the table right now, in which that ended up causing the stock market yesterday to rise about 550 points. So anyways, guys, this is some good news, and hopefully we will continue on this same trajectory moving forward. Now, guys, in other news, hey, President Biden got some good news for a change. And yes, this is the first time we've actually seen something like this, where President Biden's approval rating actually jumped. Yes, it jumped to its highest level in the past 2 months, according to this recent poll. Now, it says that the approval rating rose to the highest level in 2 months, and Biden's approval rating rose to 40%, which is up about 2 percentage points, while his disapproval rating fell to about 55%. Now, this increase is partially fueled by the Democrats approving of Biden's job performance. The poll showed that Biden's approval among Democrats rose about 9 points from last month to about 78%, and only 12% of Republicans approved of Biden's performance. Now, again, the president's improved performance in the poll comes as he has attained a series of legislative and other successes over the past 60 days or so. So it looks like Americans are trying to give him another opportunity to do right as far as what's going on in this country. But can he withstand it, guys? Can he hold this increase of 2 percentage points? Well, we'll just have to find out, guys. But anyway, I'm sure he'll be celebrating in the meantime. Now, moving on. Hey, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida has decided he is ready to hit the trails going campaigning. Yes, according to this article, DeSantis is ready to hit the trail to boost the Trump-backed midterm candidates. And that is around the corner, guys. We know that the midterm elections is around the corner, and there are a lot of things going on right now in which the Democrats are really frightened right now, because it looks like everyone that the former President Donald Trump has endorsed has been winning in their local representative states. So anyways, Governor Ron DeSantis is joining the forces of Turning Point Action in far as joining them in their rallies. So he is going to be going to Arizona, New Mexico, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Now, whether or not he will go ahead and make the official announcement that he is planning on running for the 2024 presidential race, we still don't know yet, guys. But I would believe that this is going to get him started in that right direction. So we could see this coming up very soon, in which we still don't know whether the former President Donald Trump is ready to announce whether he is going to run or not. Like I told you guys before, personally, I don't think he's going to run. But anyways, guys, I know you guys are challenging me out there, so we'll just have to see. But anyways, guys, hey, in other news, I want you guys to watch this video right here, guys, because it's very funny. But let's just go ahead and take a look.
taking the Fifth Amendment, like you see on the mob, right? You see the mob takes the Fifth. If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment? Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. Horrible. Horrible. I want the Fifth Amendment. I want immunity. The reason they get immunity is because they did something wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. They don't think in terms of immunity. Taking the Fifth Amendment, think of this, over and over. And if you're not guilty of a crime, what do you need immunity for, right? Taking the Fifth Amendment, the whole thing, it's a mess. Pled the Fifth. Never, that's the end of him. Ay, ay, ay. He pleaded the Fifth Amendment. Wait, what are we going to do with this guy? What happened? He pleaded the Fifth, right? He pleaded the Fifth. Where is he? This is like a third world country, folks. It's terrible. This is really, we bring it up, this is like Watergate, only it's worse. It's worse than Watergate. It's a bigger deal than Watergate. So many people took the Fifth Amendment, there was nobody left.
So yes, guys, obviously that the former President Donald Trump does not believe in taking the Fifth Amendment. I mean, these are just different clips of different times in which he has went against those individuals that have taken the Fifth Amendment. And guys, guess what happened on Wednesday? Yes, the former President Donald Trump takes the Fifth. He refused to answer questions in the probe of his business dealings. Now, I asked the question, guys, does this mean, according to his previous statements, does this mean that he is guilty, or does his statements not necessarily apply to him? Now, personally, guys, I'm not trying to bash him, but I just thought it was very interesting to see how many times he has gone against those individuals that have pleaded the Fifth and trying to protect themselves so that they don't put their own foots in their mouths. And Donald Trump has been totally against it. And here he is. As of yesterday, guys, he has now joined that particular team. Now, I do have this particular article right here that talks about exactly how many times he did it. Apparently, there was somebody counting. Yes, it says in this statement on CNBC that says that Trump took the Fifth Amendment on Wednesday more than 440 times in refusing to answer the New York Attorney General's questions. Now, like I said, guys, I beg the question, does this either apply to him or either it doesn't? Come on, Donald Trump, if you're going to tell people that you are totally against it and those people are cowards or whatever you said, then you can't turn around and do the same thing. Come on, former President Donald Trump, you know better than that. But anyways, guys, look at this picture right here. I thought this was pretty funny. I don't know if some of you guys have a sense of humor or not, but look at this. It says, Trump pleads the Fifth. He said, I once asked, if you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment? Now I know the answer to that question. But anyways, guys, I just thought it was funny. I just wanted to share it with you. But anyways, that is in regards to President Trump being raided on Monday, which is still some huge questions that are still arising right now, in which especially the Republicans, they want to know exactly what was the reason. Why did they do this? Why couldn't they just ask him to give the information or whatever it is? The Republicans are upset and they want answers, guys. And it looks like that exactly what happened. Yes, the DOJ has ordered the response after request to unseal FBI's Trump raid warrant. Yes, the DOJ is now ordered. The Justice Department said that they must respond to the motions to unseal the warrant behind the FBI raid on Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago. The magistrate judge who approved of the unprecedented search ordered on Thursday. Now it says that Judge Bruce Reinhardt, who is believed to have signed the still-sealed FBI warrant approving of the Bureau's Trump raid, said that the Justice Department must now file a response to the motion to unseal following efforts by Albany-based news outlet, the Times Union, and conservative advocacy group Judicial Watch requesting that the DOJ make that warrant public. So far, guys, I haven't read anything about it, whether it is public or not, but I'm sure we should hear something within the next 24 to 48 hours, guys. And as soon as I find out, I will be sharing it with you as well, guys. But in the meantime, we still don't know. We still don't know what is going on. The FBI is in a lot of disbelief right now because the American people are really just not trusting them after they did this. And also, guys, really, a lot of Republicans are really blaming blaming the Democrats, saying that President Biden knew this information. He had to know. But the White House is standing behind what they said previously, that they had no idea. They found out when the American people found out on TV. So we still don't know what is the truth or not, but hopefully we will find out within the rest of this week, guys. So once we do, I will provide that information to you. But anyways, guys, moving on. Hey, we know that the recent Inflation Reduction Act was recently agreed upon by the Democrats and pushed through, and they were able to get a deal. They were able to get Senator Joe Manchin on board, as well as Senator Christine Sinema on board as well, on this $1 billion massive bill that the Democrats have been trying to get passed for over the last 12 months. And now it has finally happened, guys, in which that is an historic Inflation Reduction Act. Now, the biggest question is, what does it mean for you and I, our bank accounts? How is this going to benefit the American people? We know that it's going to benefit the people in Congress, lawmakers, and such like that. But how will it affect us, guys? But according to this article, guys, we do have a little bit of insight in how we're going to benefit from this new inflation bill. And it says right here that the Senate Democrats passed a sweeping climate, health care, and tax bill this past Sunday. If it becomes law, it could lower energy and health care costs for the average American during a time when budgets are very tight right now, which is referring to us being in the recession right now, as well as the inflation that is going on right now. So this particular bill, called the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, or the IRA, the package puts hundreds of billions of dollars towards expanding healthcare access, reducing prescription drug costs, and lessening the effects of climate change. Now, to finance this bill, it raises taxes on the large and profitable companies and aims to better enforce tax collection efforts on the rich and the wealthy. Democrats say it adheres to President Joe Biden's vow not to raise taxes on households earning less than $400,000 per year or on small businesses. Now, that's just what they say, guys, but we still don't know how this will actually affect small businesses as well as those individuals that make less than $400,000. But anyways, guys, yes, these are a few of the benefits on how this is going to benefit you and I, the American people, in which we could see drug prices being negotiated. Hopefully those prices are being brought back down once again. We saw recently where the Democrats lost the battle on trying to keep the price of insulin below the price level of $35, in which they lost that battle. However, the Democratic lawmakers are trying to reinforce that once again to try to get it passed and put back into this particular bill. So anyways, guys, that are just a few of the information that we have so far in regards to how this bill is going to benefit us as well. But don't forget, guys, just like the previous stimulus bills we saw where stimulus checks were added to the bill at the end of the negotiation. So what does that mean for us? Hopefully, and I keep my fingers crossed, hopefully the Democrats and some of the Republicans will also agree to increasing or putting in some stimulus checks into this bill before it is signed by the president. We still don't know yet, guys, but hopefully, like I said, guys, keep hope alive. Hopefully this will include some stimulus checks in the end. But so far, guys, they have not talked about it whatsoever. And then last but not least, guys, we do have a bit of good information because we have information in regards to some direct payments of $6,500. Now, guys, this particular article talks about some new UBI payments in which they're going to be $6,500 direct payments from this new financial aid plan. Now, this is going on in Denver, which they are expanding the Denver Basic Income Project to reach hundreds of people that are in need right now. This particular expansion of the Universal Basic Income, or better known as UBI, will include further assistance to 3 new groups. Previously, the city's programs only benefited around 11 individuals last year and another 28 people or persons this past July. But now, more than 800 people will receive monthly payments to help them cover the basic expenses. Now, 260 individuals will get a $6,500 direct payment up front and also a $500 monthly payment for the next 11 months. Then another 260 individuals will receive a $1,000 payment each month for 12 months with no upfront money being sent to them. But Finally, 300 persons will be awarded with a $50 per monthly payment for the entire year with no money given up front to them. So anyways, guys, we see a tweet right here from the Denver Mayor, Michael Hancock, in which he has asked the city council to dedicate around $2 million in federal COVID-19 relief money to Universal Basic Income program that would support women and families living in homeless shelters. So again, guys, I definitely give him kudos for that particular instance in which he is trying to help those particular low-income families, especially those single mothers that are taking care of their children by themselves, as well as the homeless shelters, because they need assistance as well. So we definitely are excited to see this type of program being implemented in Denver. So anyways, guys, hey, that's just a little bit of information that we have right here. And if you live in Denver, hey, you definitely want to click on this particular article down below. I will include it in the description section so that you can read the entire article for yourself to find out how or if you are eligible to receive one of these $6,500 direct payments to you and your family. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all of this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.